Yeah, I was trying to go to sleep, but unfortunately I can't go to sleep. I took like a little minor nap. She had a stroke like about 10 years ago now, so she always has like slight relapses every now and again over
Get ready.
the tiredness.
Let's do this.
I don't think it is ADD. And then you get really fatigued. You slur and that, which occasionally happens to people. That happens to me every now and again. I get really fucking tired of that. I get really slurry and I get but well, there's a yawn. I think I might do that. Something looks like what? Not even one yet. So yeah, it's not even one yet. It's so anxiety for the first time in a while. Mom don't get anxiety too much. I don't really feel like I'm having such a long time. I don't know what it is. I think it's been such a while now since I really used emotions for anything. Or to project my emotions on this stuff. Emotions are kind of a weird thing. Like being such a huge researcher of this stuff for a while now. It's very neat how we attach to people through our emotions. And our emotions attach to our heart and to our spirit. And how we regulate feelings altogether in that. I was gonna ask myself, am I actually following what I need to do, like I want to do? Or am I just making up my own rules and regulations with things that I'm doing? I think it was made up. You know, before I start researching and understanding emotions, I want to understand it because it thought bring me closer to God. You know, bring me closer to Christ, and I think Christ knew about it and see if my heart was enough. But the more I got into it, the more I took understanding it. It's not that I wasn't right about things, it's just I shouldn't know things. I should just let my heart decide, you know, what kind of video games do I like. I decide that. I can't get into something that I don't like. Like, I love games like these. They got good fighting things, you know, Love Up Forever and that. The story's really good. The gameplay's really good. You can play with different characters and that. You don't have to play with characters and that. Like the guy I played out called Guinness. He's a character from the original one. And he's basically like the strongest of person. Mass amount of damage. The only big difference between him and your main character, which is the silver guy, I think it's name I I can check his stats out there. Of course, his clash is definitely fucking fun. Clash anyway, but 390 pounds is like but again, I still have to level 4. But yeah. Oh, the caffeine's about to get out of me. Honestly, believe knowing too much is kind of like, depends on what you know. Like, say, like for me and that, I picture stuff from like a future perspective sometimes, and it's kind of annoying. Because like, when we think about things, why do we think about things if we don't know anything about it? Why does it always happen like that? Like, you think of things as just like just random thoughts of like, I don't know, like something happens for someone. Is it because our heart stirs for like evil intentions, or have these thoughts in our head because of what we do or what we play? That's why I play games that have like less gore and stuff like that, because it's kind of tormenting.
I'll take it.
Like when I'm playing you know, so I take the gore off. I don't like all the gore. You know, it's like I just don't care for all of it because it's not to say that's what I want to see in real life. It's in my head that thought gets in my head sometimes. I look at certain things like, oh, it should be. It should be like, oh no, don't do that type of stuff. Don't watch that shit, you know, type of thing. I don't know. I think that's just what it is. Like we're so into the age of like dehumanizing ourselves a little bit. That's like when these liberal people were sitting there doing the Halloween costumes of Trump being dead and of Charlie Kirk being dead and that. It just shows how far and how fucking ridiculous it is. It's not about left and right, it's about humanity altogether. There's no such thing as a left and right. Like, people always have politics in their life. Their politics have been around for fucking ever.
I'll take it.
Here we go.
But yeah. I think you become really desensitized and stuff and that. And it's kind of cool that they should be like, oh, like, yeah.
Enemy approaching.
Like that, when Charlie cooked, when I saw that you got assassinated, man, it was very creepy. If anyone got assassinated in that, I would be like, no, that's creepy. And it's kind of sad that people that are trying to... Basically, he talked about the Bible a lot. He talked about gossip and that, you know.
I've done it.
The gossip the gossip of the Bible and that, you know, everybody wants to gossip about it and that. And he's trying to speak the truth about it and that. Speak what Jesus actually said in that. And when it came down to that, people were potentially still very ignorant within that. And it was always that the people are just, oh, I don't believe in it. Don't do that. I'm like, why don't you believe in something? Like, what do you believe in, man? And you listen to him now, like, I see people that believe in pantheon gods and that, and you believe in Satan. You believe in Lucifer. It says in the Bible not about Zeus. It brings up Zeus. It brings up the pantheon gods. You don't, nothing's left out. When you read through the whole entire Bible, it literally tells you exactly how the world actually is. And the more I get into that, the more I start to see how, like, how the devil actually works. And you get, and that's what the Word of God actually does. It brings it up. I think it brings it up in Hebrews or something like that. And like, if people are still shallow about this stuff and don't believe in any other god but me because they are false gods, they're not real. They may give you the fake, like, ways of living life and that, but they're not the real thing in life. They're not the absolute almighty God. You know, telling them, I was like, hey, you know, telling you guys this because I love you, I want you to understand that you're going to be tricked. But people still give in to them. When you see them out in the real world, they're like the most terrible people in the fucking world. They're very dishonest, they're very manipulative in that. You can tell because of the way they do stuff in that. They don't want to admit that they're wrong in that. It's not to say they can't go back, it's not to say they can't get better. But that's just where they lie. And sometimes it takes someone very precious to them to go away for them to understand that they have to be grateful for the life that they have. And that's the biggest thing about death. You know, it's like my Aunt Teresa died, you know, God bless her soul, and that she was a very good person, that very humble person, that she was very loving, caring, and my Uncle John died, and that, you know, they're rather, you know, obese people and that. But they were very loving and caring. That my Uncle John was a very huge Trump supporter and all this stuff, and that's he actually really cared about, you know, trying to be the best he can. But, you know, he made his mistake, you know, just like anybody else. And then I'm just like, okay, you know, they were the younger of my mom. I think my mom was the middle child. And when I look at it now, like, okay, you know, why are people dying? That it's like, oh, look at the bad health. You know, they're very unhealthy. They don't walk around a lot. They don't move around a lot. So, you know, but it says in the Bible that you should be moving around. You should be working all the time, and that you shouldn't be sitting there laying on the fucking bed all day, and that, and like, just make up excuses for the life that you have to be lazy. That I said it, and that's what it comes down to. It's like, what's the biggest thing about our world, Matt? We eat way too much fucking food, and we don't work enough. I mean, that's basically where it goes. And I have to say, you know, it's like, I'm getting old myself. I'm almost 36. And all I do is work out, go to work, play video games, and I have my spare time. But I'm always trying to, I force myself to do that. That's why I don't drive a car. I force myself to walk. If I have to fucking go someplace, I have to get up and fucking walk. Through a fucking blizzard or through massive amount of rain and that, you know, I bring an umbrella. I get boots on. I just walk. Does it suck? And yeah, but the luxuries that we have in us what make this fucking dull. And I don't think people truly understand that because the luxuries are everywhere. It's like I have people that, you know, complain about work and that, you know, oh, I have to walk home like 45 minutes to an hour now. An hour walk should be cakewalk. You should be able to walk a whole fucking hour. It's not peaceful to walk outside. I mean, I would say just for me to get to, you know, any of my jobs, I'll always walk at least, you know, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And the thing of it is, it was peaceful. But, you know, saying, do you get tired? If you get tired of walking, then you need to get your cardiovascular out, because you should be able to walk for at least a couple hours straight without huge amount of issues, at least for an hour or so. Like, you can bring water and that, stuff like that, stay hydrated and that, but you should be able to walk for a pretty good amount of time before you start to get really bad. Yeah, I bring some food to this thing back, you know, normally you do pretty good. What's up? But yeah, there should be no reason for anyone to be completely obliterated by Bangladesh. Haven't heard anyone from Bangladesh. Probably said it wrong, but yeah.
I see no problems.
It doesn't look too strong.
What's up? Not really. I heard about it. Some people bring it up as a country map, but
Get ready. Here they come.
I'm not too big on the
Pathetic.
I don't know, I hear people from like India and stuff. A lot of Indonesian people. You guys are probably proud of United States.
Weak. Saves us the trouble.
Yeah, I don't normally don't talk to a lot of people from different countries. I mean, I used to, but not as much anymore. There's a couple people. There's a dude from like South Africa that talked to me and that, about stuff and that. I had a couple people from like Russia. One guy from Russia talked to me before the whole crisis thing in Ukraine.
Pathetic.
And I don't know, I hate the government bullshit.
Enemy approaching.
It plays to be enough.
Weak.
I've done it.
Does it? Doesn't sound that well. I think that might be good. Hold on. What the fuck is it? Yeah. That should be a little bit better. Yeah, this game is rather loud. I can't lie about that. Yeah. There's... my view of the whole world thing, honestly, with what the fuck's going on, is just... There's so much political jargon. It's the most annoying thing ever. What's my name? Not even like giving out my name, bro. Yeah, I'm not big giving out my name. Chucky, like that. Chucky. Seems like other countries have very unique names compared to Americans. American countries, or American states, and that. Depending on what state you live in, the names vary, but yeah. That Jordan Wait, what? Was that a joke? I love the little dialogue. That was funny. It's such a good game. If you ever play this game before, it's just a good. A little bit on the grindy side, but it's worth the grind. The animation's really good and shit. I really like the good one. I was skeptical about playing it for years because it's a shiny force-based game, which is what Sega normally plays. What I like to play a lot, but it only into the old ones, the strategy RPG ones. And then they have a PlayStation 2 one called Shining Refrain, which is actually extremely fucking good. It's really good. Very grindy, but it's a really good game. Dialogue kind of sucks a little bit. It's kind of like the voice acting wasn't really that good. The voices match the characters a little better.
That takes care of
Man, I feel like we're starting to play that's kind of old. This came out, I think it was in like 2016 or something like that. I can't remember. Let me look at it. Yeah, 2018. Came out during the age of PlayStation 4. The bad thing is I've noticed about Sega games, they never really broadcast them too much. They kind of just throw their stuff out there. If you're a fan, you'll find them. If you're not a fan, you're never gonna find them. And it kind of sucks though. Like, these games are made rather fucking good. I really enjoy them a lot. Fucking hot in my room. Oh, I it's hot in my room. Damn it, fan on. I know what to call it. I think everybody knows her. Yeah. She's a bit of a hoe. Then again, I don't blame her for being one. She's so weird, her fucking life is. But yeah. Really? She's alright. I normally don't like to look at porn star chicks that much because they're kind of like, eh.
This could be useful.
I see more attractive girls in real life. And the way she is in general, though, she's kind of a fucking bitch. She treats men like shit. She makes fun. She mocks stuff and that. And everyone's just like, you know that you used to fucking sit there and be a massive fucking porn whore for like many years before you got before you left it. You know, you made all your money basically sucking dick. And her shit's all over the internet still. Like, if I'm looking up something and that, sometimes she'll just pop up, and I'm not really interested. I mean, she's not a bad looking girl, but like, I'm just not interested in porn star bitches anymore, honestly. They're kind of dull and boring. I mean, I work out a lot. I see gorgeous women that look way better than her. They actually have real boobs, not none of that fake fucking plastic shit. But when I throw my indie girl on that, like, Kate Uptop's got really nice boobs, man.
Hey.
She's actually got real tits, and they're actually quite fat. And there's a couple other girls out there, but she's not a porn star, she's just a boob model.
Oh, Yuma.
Which is just shit for them. Well, fuck, I worked with chicks that are extremely fucking hot. There's one chick I worked with. She's ferociously attractive. She's a bit of a hoe, though. But then again, a lot of girls nowadays kind of go into that range of being a hoe. Because they don't respect men. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, I don't get into all that crap and that. I just worry about work and lifting weights and shit. I don't worry about all that other bullshit.
Welcome. What did you have in mind? Come back anytime.
I just worry about lifting weights and shit, getting stronger, working. Do not simp over women. There's so many gorgeous women out there. The whole simping thing is kind of overrated, honestly. I get it. You might be young in that because I'm thinking that you're young.
Over here, Yuma. Father's waiting for him.
But yeah, while you're still young in that, if you want to get a woman, you gotta work. You gotta make money in that. You gotta get stronger in that. Get bigger muscles and shit. The more well-disciplined that you are, the better off you're gonna be. Don't be a chaser. I know so many guys that chase, and I tell you what, they don't get women worth shit. They just got very high anxiety, man, and they're always wondering, why don't women like me? Girls are very mysterious creatures, and why is that? They honest truth, they're like that because emotional people don't want to be with other emotional people. Like, too much emotions. Like, women are very dramatic, emotional people. And if men are overly emotional, more or less likely, if they're not attractive looking enough, because attraction means like everything. I know, I listen to some people say, oh, you know, you have to speak to a woman a specific way. Like, yeah, you can, but like, yeah. That with TikTok? I mean, I do, but I don't go on there. I'm not a big TikTok person.
How's it going?
Yeah, I'd stay away from a lot of social media shit. TikTok's kind of sounds cool. That's why I stick with just YouTube.
I'm bored.
And honestly, I only stream just because I'm bored. I'm not trying to make money off this shit. I already have a job and I don't make a ridiculous amount of money now, but I'm not really much money I make. I'm happy with where I'm at.
Hello.
But yeah. I stick with one thing. I have no social media stuff at all. I just don't care about it. There's too much drama out there. And people get really fucking nosy and start stalking and shit. You put too much shit on the internet. I've never been a big poster on my stuff, man. I talk about stuff on my streams and that's about it. Whatever the fuck's on my mind. No, it's about work and that, or bring up video games every now and again. No, it's about work and how people behave and stuff like that.
I'm feeling it.
You know, I'll talk about the Bible now. Talk about what Christ says in the Bible and that, how it makes sense in real life. One of the new things I've been talking about every now and again. How people have been lied to about what the world actually is and that. Very crucial shit and very interesting shit too. There's more and more stuff coming out. And a lot of people are very confused with what's going on in the world now. You know, I try to like put things up against people that I actually know in real life and that I work with or something like that, and I try to, if I read a couple verses in the Bible and it makes sense to how people are, I try to return to the Bible about how people are. You know, it's like I've been learning about the pantheon gods, that all of them are just demons. That, you know, people that believe in pantheon gods believe in Satan, basically. They're all made up from Lucifer himself. And it says that in the Bible, which is, if you never read it, you would never understand it. And when I see someone that believes in stuff like that, which I've worked with one of them, you can just tell like they're very angry all the time, they're super negative in that. They believe in witchcraft and stuff like that. Like, all that stuff leads towards your damnation. Like, it's not even about that you go to hell and that. It's just more or less likely you're inviting negative entities in your life, and that changes the way your life looks. And a lot of people don't really grasp it too much. They think it's all cool and that, doing the Ouija boards and all that shit. It's like, no, it's not really cool. It actually hurts you. You know, it fucks with your mind, that it always does. And I'm learning that a lot about the unclean spirits and that, how they torment you and that. It's all very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
It's always been very interesting. That's what I tell the younger people. Anyone that's young in that, don't live life with anxiety. Just do what your heart desires. Do what your heart wants. You know, just make sure that you stay honorable with, you know, with the good rules and regulations. Make sure you stay honorable with yourself and with, you know, your spirit. I mean, I can't force anyone to pray to God and that, but like, praying does help. To give yourself, because we all submit to something. A lot of people submit to celebrities and that. Just like you say, you love that Mina Kunos for that whore, but like loving someone that you don't know, put emotions into that, it rather defeats the purpose. Because that person doesn't know you, that person doesn't love you, that person doesn't care about you. You know, that person wouldn't give two fucks if they saw you. You care because you like, you know, you like the way she looks. That person don't care. If you knew that person in real life, you'd be like, oh, that's a shitty person. Yeah, I've seen her interviews now. She's quite the crappy person. She lies about her life and that. She never likes bringing up that she used to suck a whole bunch of fucking dick and shit. She never likes bringing it up, and everybody knows that she does. Her shit's all over the internet, and it's like, she's trying to lie about it. Maybe because she's trying to redeem herself, I guess, but it's all the same thing. You start lying about yourself and that, yeah, that's when you get to the point where you're just like, you're an idiot. But yeah.
Good luck.
All I have to say is,
What are we making?
love yourself, love your neighbor, that love people around you, that don't dwell on anxiety, that
See you around.
live your life with happiness. Choose to be happy. Don't choose to be angry. Don't choose to be negative. Be positive with everything. And you can tell if people start bringing you down, that just means that you're more positive, that you have more loving life. Stick like that, and life will be so much better for everybody. Negativity never really works. It always brings everybody down. That's why we tend to not be negative in that. And I'm dealing with that shit at my job. We got one person that left. Two people that left because of that. They're super negative people and that. Kind of big pieces of shit and that, you know. They're all believe that they don't need help and all that stuff and that and blah blah blah. It's like, no. I hate to say it though. Everybody needs help. We all worship something, but the only thing that people tend not to worship is God as much. And that's the biggest problem.
I'm bored.
When you're young in that, you're more pure. You haven't done a lot of things. Keep it that way. Pray. Pray at least before you go to bed. You can pray every morning. Just pray.
Come take a look.
Simple factors. We used to do it all the time when I was younger. Just pray. You know, it makes life better than people that think that God doesn't exist. God exists.
Yes.
You know, I felt the spirit many times before when I started giving into it and that's the problem. You have to give into it. And people don't understand it too much on how it actually works. It's like when you submit yourself to God, you feel better. You feel more yourself. Because the things that we do as we get older now, like you're like, if you want to be obsessed with girls and that, you can be obsessed with women. But the thing is, being obsessed with women, that you're losing the sight of who you really are, and that's the problem. And that's always been the problem with a lot of people. That we sit there and we kind of play that game. And that's not a good game to play. Because if we sit there, we keep on giving in to these things, they develop and become more worse than what they used to be. Like if you give in to sexual frustration, that if you never been with a woman before and that, you never squeezed a titty before and that, or whatever it is, keep it that way. Keep that to your heart. Be precious. Make it be precious. So when you actually fall in love with a woman, that squeezing a titty for the first time would be the biggest, like, it feels fucking amazing. Don't ever think any other way. I squeezed in a lot of titties in my life and that, you know, made out quite a few girls in my life and that. And, you know, I'd have to say, was it worth it? Yeah. But some people say, what would you do? Did you go thing and then go, yeah, look at me, bro. You know, none of that shit works. It doesn't matter. Like, I understand people need friends and stuff and that, you know, I used to have a lot of friends when I was younger and that. I'm old now, you know, I'm 35, so, like, you won't stay young forever. I remember I was born in 1990. I'll tell you what, the 90s were great. We didn't have internet that much. We started having internet and that. We had just Sega Genesis, Nintendo, Super NES, stuff like that. You know, like, I remember when Diablo 2 came out on PC, and then we first got DSL and that. It was lagging up and that. We would play the fucking crap out of that game. Me and my brother used to play it constantly. We used to sit there and help Magic find for gear and shit when it first came out. And, like, I'll tell you what, great game. Really fun. Like, the biggest thing is, don't ever close off your heart for too long. Your heart's gonna feel things. Your heart's meant to feel things. That's just how it is. Don't ever close your heart off. Feel your emotions. Go through the cycle of learning how to deal with stuff. You're gonna learn how to mitigate certain emotions and that, so you don't have to feel like bad stuff. But there's a reason why people feel these things, and it makes you learn. But don't close it off for too long. I keep it open up for a little bit, feel a little bit in that, and then just kind of let it settle in. Because how I look at it from all the years and that I, you know, went through a lot of emotional distress and shit because I didn't know anything. A lot of it had to do with women. I stay true to it. Don't worry about women. Don't worry about having sex because it doesn't fucking matter. It's all stupid. If you're not ready for it, you're not ready for it. And don't do things just because of women themselves. Do things for yourself. Become that man. Become that strong fucking dude, like your superhero fucking mode. Learn how to lift weights. Learn how to stay nutritious. Learn how to get strong in that without fucking completely obliterating yourself. You know, once you get to that point, you won't even need a fucking look. A woman will just come around and just fucking dick. That's how bad it is nowadays. Like right now, I'm bulking up, and the more muscles I get, I start stacking a little bit more on. You know, I start noticing the difference of attraction. Women highly start attracting to me even more, and it's kind of ridiculous, but that's just how it is. I mean, I guess I could say I have a decent face structure in that. I mean, you know, call cute and all that stuff and that, so I already have, I guess, a little edge on that. I never really have to try that hard, but even still, you see dramatic change the more masculine you become. Don't believe in the whole feminist emotional thing. All that does is destroy you. It's about, oh, emotion. That emotion don't work with men too well. You can feel things, but understand that there's a certain quality of feelings that men need to have. You should feel of accomplishment. Don't be too prideful of yourself, but understand that, you know, you should be happy with the things that you do. You should have an honor code of understanding that there's certain things you can't do, certain things you can't do. You know, that's why I would say the 10 Commandments from God are probably the best honor code to ever have. Because it basically explains that that's what people want the most in themselves. It's to be able to follow those rules and engagement. To be faithful with God is to be faithful with your wife. If you're not faithful with God, then how can you understand faithfulness with your wife? That's one of the biggest things that people tend to have problems with nowadays. When you give yourself the Christ in that, you change your life around. That's being faithful. What happens when you're faithful towards Jesus? You stay faithful towards the woman that you're with, and vice versa. That's the reason why people cheat all the time, and that because they don't understand how it is to be faithful anymore. You know, they sit there and they're like, oh, well, you're not good enough for me. You're like, well, what do you mean not good enough for you? You have to make this amount of money in that. And then they go on. I've dated, my ex-girlfriend was just like that. She left me. She wanted to be with me. She threw her ass all over me. She wanted to have sex really fucking fast. Because we worked together and all that stuff and that. She just wanted to have sex. She didn't care about me in general. Even when we started dating that, she was trying to be a girlfriend, but she wasn't really wanting to be a girlfriend. She wants someone to take care of her ass, because her last boyfriend was someone that had, he had his own place and all that stuff and that, and she wants to be taken care of. I'm like, well, I don't agree with that, because you have a job of your own, you're taking care of yourself. He's like, well, that's not what I want to do, and I'm like, well, that's just how life is right now, you know, you do it for yourself anyway. You know, I said it's easier for two people to work jobs to make money than it is to sit there and have one person make all the money. And that, I'm sorry, like having kids, yeah, then that's different. But at my age and that, most women at my age either have kids already or they're just like me. They don't have kids at all because they were too scared to have kids. And most times they're the body type. The women that are like super really into keeping their bodies in good shape. And my ex was fucking hot. She was very attractive. She had super nice body. That's what she worshipped for. She maintained her body so ridiculous. And that's what it is. No, we choose our lives. Sometimes people are not meant to have kids and stuff like that, or make families and that. And some people are. So if you want to make a family now, you gotta find a family woman. And she's probably not gonna be the hottest fucking chick, especially when she gets pregnant. That most likely she's gonna get fat. She's gonna get a little water weight in that. So she ain't gonna be the porn star person that you're gonna think of. Because most times it never happens like that. And that's what it is. That's why we have to be really careful and stuff. Because you'd be very surprised how much it changed your life when you're not worried about stuff that's not in your control. Like, it's good to sit there, and if you want to look at women and that, I suggest you not. You know, because you're going to start imaging other women the same way. You're going to think that they're all going to look like Dina Kunafa. But the thing is, it's being surprising, a lot of women actually look better than her. Like, I go to the gym, I tell you what, I've seen some gorgeous fucking women. I mean, my God, like, these women are fucking terrifying. Like, they're so freaking attractive that it's the most annoying thing to look at. I used to work with a chick, she was younger than that. And my God, her ass was so fat, she was so skinny in that, and she had one of those really beautiful button nose faces and that. Dude, she was just ferociously attractive. And like, and it's kind of annoying because when people think of like pretty girls and that, they're always thinking about models and that. Like, where do you think all those models came from? They came from real life people. And like, I've seen so many of them in real life. I was saying that if you don't like to go out and meet people and that, or go join a gym, or go out to like a restaurant or a pub or something, or a bar or something, you sit there and just eat food and that, you know, you just chill out and shit. Don't even have to really talk to people. Let's bring one of your friends, just chill out and that. You'd be very surprised how many attractive women you might see. They might be all over the damn place. And you just don't know because you probably don't get out enough. And I promise you, I get out like quite a bit because I go to a public gym and that. And there's tremendous amount of hot girls out there. Now, of course, talking to them, that's going to be a little bit different of a story. Because, like, there's a lot of girls I just don't talk to that. I ignore them all. I just lift weights. I see them looking. Yeah. I always see them looking. That's why no one goes to the gym. No one goes to the damn gym without wanting to be closer to the opposite gender. There's no fucking way. That's all a fucking lie. Women might say that, like, I don't go to the gym to check out dudes. You go to the gym to work out. But you're checking out dudes. It's just how it works. Yeah, don't believe all those feminist bitches online, though. There's so many of them online. There's so many online that lie right to a man's face. And you don't want to be with the girls like that, because them girls will betray you faster than you can get your fucking dick hard. Anyway, I'm getting off on that. You have a good day, brother, and that. And God bless. See ya.